So really interesting experience that I had where I was just trying to be helpful to people with no particular intention whatsoever of it helping me, but it had massive value to me as well. When I decided to become a coach, I packed up my car and put everything that I had in the car to drive across the country to California. And as I was doing that, obviously a lot of days in the car, I was binge listening to a podcast called The Mentee from Jeff Woods. And as I got to California, I had been listening to it so much that he was top of mind. I had an extra ticket to Brendon Burchard's Experts Academy. And so I thought, who could best benefit from attending something like that, which is all about online marketing and building your business and building your brand and succeeding as an author or a podcaster or a coach. And I thought Jeff would probably benefit from this. So I invited Jeff to come to it, and he says, "Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to be part of that." So Jeff came to Experts Academy with me. And what was interesting about it is that just before attending the Experts Academy class, I had purchased his master mentor coaching program, which taught people how to network at a very high level. And it was the same principles that he had been using to attract the right kind of coaches and mentors into his life to help him on his journey from becoming an entrepreneur, from being an employee to an entrepreneur. So when I got to Experts Academy with him, the thing that I didn't realize is that I had just gotten a front row seat to a master class watching him actually applying the principles that he had in his course. And it was amazing. He was talking to people and going up and thinking about what he could do to add value to the people that were in the room. And because he was a podcaster, because he was writing for Entrepreneur Magazine, he could go up to people like Brendon, who I thought would be completely impossible to even get close to. But he realized that he could just walk up to him when he was getting off stage, which again, limiting beliefs, I thought, this is not going to happen. But he did. He walked up as he was getting off stage and said, "When was the last time you were featured in Entrepreneur Magazine?" And Brendon thought for a moment and said, it's been a couple of years. That would probably be interesting to me. So he engaged with something of value right off the bat. When Jeff sat down and told me he had done that, I'm like, no, you didn't. It's not possible. Brendon's busy. He doesn't have time to engage with all the people that are in a conference like that. So that really blew me away. Over the next couple of days, we were in meetings with, or dinner with, one of the top 5 podcasters in the United States. We had drinks with Brendon's book publisher. We had another dinner with a coach who was making over $1 million in the UK marketplace. And it was really exciting to see the type of connections he was able to form with the framework that he was using in the mentor coaching program. And we were staying at an Airbnb together, and that was a great lesson in taking action for me, because he said, you know what, it's really interesting that you're getting to watch me do this right as it's taking place. Like, you bought my program and now you get to see it live in action. We should really do a podcast together. And I'm like, yeah, we should do a podcast. That would be a good idea. And in my mind, I was thinking, okay, we'll go through the whole Experts Academy, and after we get it all settled in and I take my notes and integrate it, then I'll call them up and we'll arrange a time in a couple weeks and we'll start doing the podcast. So we drive up to the Airbnb, 11 p.m. at night after having dinner with one of these high-level people, and he's like, okay, we're going to do day 1. Like, right now it's late. And he's like, no, it's going to be fresh in your mind more than any other time, so let's do it now. Like, okay. So we did the first day debrief. Second day, this one's a little bit harder because we had been doing a little bit of drinking, so it was not necessarily the ideal time, and it was probably 11:30 instead of 11 that time, so that was a little bit harder. And yet he whipped out the voice recorder and like, let's do a debrief of day 2. Like, okay. And then day 3, I was taking him to the airport, and certainly not ideal conditions when you're trying to navigate it. And he's like, let's do day 3 update. But the thing that taught me was the idea of taking action when you can, and how important it is to keep that momentum going. The podcast actually was out, I think, that Monday following the seminar, which was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday seminar. So it just showed me, how you have these limiting beliefs about what you can and can't do. And if you blast through those and just get into the process of taking action, and if you're thinking constantly about how you can add value to people, it makes all the difference in the world in the kind of results you get. I certainly got a great firsthand experience doing that. I got a lot of value out of attending that, and just jumping up when the opportunity comes about, saying yes to things that I think can't be done, and overcoming some of those limiting beliefs. So I was very grateful for that, and very grateful to Jeff for allowing me to watch alongside and really derive a massive amount of value from the coaching class that he's put out online. I definitely recommend, if you're considering getting it, that you do go ahead and you get the course. You only have amazing things to learn, and I would, from personal experience, highly recommend it as being very, very valuable. So if you like this video, visit me at sustainablegrowthstrategies.com. Sign up to my mailing list. I'll keep you informed of all the new things that are coming out, and I'd love to find out how I can help you more in your journey.